I think that many people perhaps felt, I mean, I can't speak for everyone, of course,
Sure,
but
sure.
but that I do think there's a generation of people that felt like they were too much out there on their own, and
Yeah.
they're trying to compensate for that.
Right,
And
right.
they felt like they were so ill prepared to go off to college, to get their first job, all those things. So these people are now dotting the I and crossing the T for their child, so as the child not to feel so alone. But there's a cost to doing that is the problem, because some of those things that we, look at and say, gee, where were the parents? Why weren't they more helpful? Well, it turns out that their attitudes were believing in the child in one way, and believing that the child is resilient and can figure things out, and that they need to. And whether those parents were conscious of this, or whether it was just a sort of sign of the times, I'm not sure. But it was true that those that led to a pretty resilient generation, a more mature, more adult generation much earlier. What we see now is that people in their early to mid 20s, they're still sort of pseudo adolescents,
Mhm.
because they have been guided and supported so much. And what you also see is that it's not uncommon. I hear this so often from people: when their child goes off to college, they get there and sometimes they have a meltdown because they're not prepared and they don't know how to really fly solo. And so you're really not doing your kids a favor when you don't give them that information, and step back and trust that they can figure it out.
And that's
That they need
yeah,
your trust, that
yeah.
you believe they can figure it out.